Brayhawk, Brayhawk Tech.
Hello and welcome to Mark Hyder's Doctor Who Review. Hello and welcome to my review of Deep Breath Doctor Who Series 8 Episode 1. Oh yes! Well, in the end, I went to the Odeon cinema to watch the new episode of Doctor Who. Okay? And I will I will tell you how my experience went, what I liked and what I didn't like. Not particularly the episode, but other things as well, like Odeon cinema as well. And here comes the review. I went to Streatham to see the episode of Deep Breath of Doctor Who, Series 8, Episode 1. Okay, I got to the cinema. Perfect. Get my tickets. Good. I didn't realise when I got to the cinema there was an automated ticket that I can use my debit card to get my tickets, but I got my ticket at the desk. It doesn't really matter where I get my ticket, as long as I get my ticket for Doctor Who, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, Doctor Who. Yeah. Who. Yeah. Anyway. What I like about the new episode? Well, everything. When you first saw the opening scenes, it was on a Victorian sort of style, and a dinosaur. Yes, a dinosaur. They had enough. This was in the dinosaur. This was in the dinosaur. You're saying that. This was in the dinosaur. When you think of the TARDIS, if you swallow the TARDIS, you're basically swallowing a universe sort of thing. It's like it's big enough, it's big on the inside. How would you feel if you just swallowed the TARDIS? Anyway, the opening scenes were, in my eyes, dark. Okay, it was dark. You're not introduced to the new Doctor when the opening scene, especially in the cinema. I'm not sure how it came about on the TV. First thing you saw was the potato head guy. The potato head guy. He looks scary. Anyway, I like the opening scenes. Okay? And I really did like the opening of the scenes. I like the episode. With this episode, you didn't have any idea what was going on. That's not until a man with a clockwork head. Yes, imagine your head and it's all clockwork inside, and something to do with the promise. I don't want to give any spoilers anyway, but I personally liked the Doctor Who. Not special. I personally like the CGI. Brilliant. The dinosaur, epic. In my eyes, epic. You hear me, TARDIS? Epic. Yes, the TARDIS got feelings as well. It's a living being inside the timely-wimely sort of a thing. Yeah. Coming back to the episode, at first it was slow to begin with in my eyes. Slow to begin with, you didn't know what was going on. It's like Clara didn't know what was going on, and we already found out all what's going on until they got to the cafe. Without getting spoilers away, until you get to the cafe, and I might contain spoilers. I'm very sorry. Yeah, I might contain spoilers. Clara had a cryptic message inside the newspaper. Okay? And all it said, spoiler alert! Impossible girl. Impossible girl. Okay? And she's thinking that the doctor put the article in the paper. But it turns out it didn't. I need to rewatch it again to capture the scene. And this cafe is not all what it seems. Oh, no. No. Being with Doctor Who, anywhere can be dangerous. Absolutely dangerous. Okay, you get to the cafe, okay, sit down, and you pick up the menu. What was strange about this cafe? It all looks normal when they set the cafe. It all looks normal. Okay? There are people in the cafe, we think we're people, inside the cafe, eating. But it turns out they're not actually eating at all. It's basically me imagine there's food on here, like that, and you're just doing. And it took a while for the Doctor and Clara to realise there's something seriously wrong with this cafe. Not until you discover they were looking at the menu. There's something on the menu, but Clara and the Doctor were the menu. It still sounds a bit creepy. Okay, they go down some a chair lift thing into the basement area, and Clara in the end meets a clockwork person thing, and the only way to make sure they don't detect you is to stop, hold your breath. Like that, yeah. Yes, it was slow when it came to the actual episode. But sometimes it can, even when sometimes some of these episodes, you don't know they're going to be a two-parter. Especially going back to the old other series like Silence in the Library. Okay, that turns out into a two-parter. In my eyes, Doctor Who, Deep Breath was a good start episode. Yes, it was dark. And now time for my scores for the new season. Overall, I give the new Doctor Who episode 8 out of 10. Reason for that score? Firstly, it took a long time in the episode to discover what was going on. Okay, it was a slow beginning into the season. Okay, we had no idea what was going to happen. All we know that some dinosaur swallowed the TARDIS and spat it out. and it took a long time to discover what was going on. And compare that to the first season when we saw Matt Smith. We knew there was something going on at the beginning of the opening scenes. Okay, and we knew something was going on. But in this episode, it took a while for they to discover what was going on. And the Doctor needs Clara, as like Clara needs the Doctor. And she took a long time to realise that. Now it comes to the Odeon itself. Okay. Cinema was Streatham, and it was started at 1935 PM. It was in screen 6, and it was standard selection standard. Okay. Tickets for an adult was quite reasonable, of £10.50. Now for my reviews on the Odeon Cinema. I'll give Odeon Cinema, for showing the new Doctor Who, 9 out of 10. Why am I giving that sort of review? Okay, they titled it as Doctor Who Deep Breath and Live Q&A. Okay, there was no live Q&A. No, there was no live Q&A. Even when it says live Q&A in the title, there was no live Q&A. What we got in the end was behind the scenes of Doctor Who, the new episode. That is totally different to live Q&A. When you say live Q&A, you think you're gonna direct a question at someone working in the episode, like the Doctor or Clara or whatever. But behind the scenes of the show, I wouldn't class that as a live Q&A. No, I would not class that as a live Q&A. No. A live Q&A, like I said, you address your question to probably the writer. Live Q&A doesn't mean behind the scenes of the episode, because when I said live, it seems that someone from Doctor Who will be coming to the cinema to you're able to give out questions, and that'll be live on the internet or something. Questions and answers. Behind the scenes of an episode doesn't mean a Q&A session. Where the title of that is completely, they use the wrong word. It should say Doctor Who Deep Breath and behind the scenes of the episode, not live Q&A. That threw the whole thing of the actual show. Okay, I didn't get any food from the cinema. I went to the Sainsbury's opposite. That will be my vlog. I'm going to edit that soon. Got some more segments to put in. And that concludes my review. Hope you like this review, and I'll see you later on. Goodbye.